So, hello friends of the beautiful image. Welcome to this Lightroom 6 inspirational tutorial about how to discover the true magic of imagery. So, let's jump into the detail that I'm proposing here. How to see the very image itself. How to discover the true magic of this photo developing tool. You see already that there is too much information on the screen, because wherever I want to go using the arrow keys, the same image I'm arriving to will also be represented on the image slider below. To get rid of this image slider, I will move down the mouse arrow to this little triangle down here, and already I can see a little bit more of the archive that I want to explore. Scrolling up my mouse wheel, I get a better overview to everything I have here, and by double-clicking on one of those images, I can get a preview of what I'm about to work on, of what I'm going to see. We also have some very interesting shortcuts on our keys. For example, hit G again to get back to the grid view that opened the former scenery. Hover your mouse over the left arrow at the screen, hide the folder structure, scroll down your mouse wheel to get a better overview, scroll it up to get back to where you want to get to, and then eventually activate one of those images, hit E to go to the loop, and here you can use your left and right arrow key to continue clicking through your collection. But for doing so, what I actually prefer is the shortcut N to enter the survey mode. This adds a wide frame to those images, therefore separates them from the surrounding information space, and also when you will now go on to switch between different images using the arrow keys on your keyboard, you will have a nice transition from image to image. Hovering the mouse over the image gives you access to the flag options, which can also be accessed through different menus. So one more. Let's hit G to get back to the grid view. Let's use our arrows to find a different visual scene, and one more N to enter the survey mode. When you have a glance at the whole screen, it doesn't look symmetric, and there is still so much information left around. The smartest way to create space on your screen would be the combination of Shift and Tab to have all surrounding information disappear as far as we see. The next step is about this gray toolbar here downstairs, which has a lot of interesting possibilities, but when you prefer a pure glance at the image you're working with, then just hit T to make it disappear temporarily. That's already much more nice. One more. Hit G to get back to the grid view, choose a different image eventually, and then get back to E for the loop, or better N, to switch smoothly through the images of your archive. Once you are sure you found the image that you want to work with now, you can quickly access the development module highlighted up here, same way with a shortcut on your keyboard called D. Now all relevant menus to optimize your image are available on the right side of the screen. You may hit T to get a little bit more of space. Right now, click Shift and Tab to get a quick glance at your scenery. Shift Tab to bring you back to the screen. Hide the slider which you don't need in this moment. Sometimes up here on the right side the histogram is nice for mathematical analysis, but since this digital image had already been processed in different softwares before, some years ago, I won't invest too much into this. To get close to the image, hit Z on your keyboard. Click and hold your left mouse button to well position the area that you want to see, or use degrees of higher magnification if you still didn't have enough magnification at your disposability. More than enough. Shift minus brings us back to the 1:1 zoom factor, and hitting space brings us back to the overview of our heavenly scenery. The arrow key can still bring us here to another scenery. Remember Shift Tab on your key. To get completely out of all of that, hit F. To enter the full screen mode, or even zoom in like that with D, and move your image around to whatever degree. Hit space to see the image at full screen. You can always get back to the grid view directly from Development Module by simply hitting G. Your menus may not be hidden totally, but you really want to connect to all those photos in the best and most authentic way, and therefore now we discover the magic key. This is L on your keyboard. By hitting once, all load of information, all the software kind of disappears, decreases luminance, and gives you access to the essence of your scenery. Hit L one more, and you have a total clean view on the very essence that you want to see. Remember Shift Tab, or for example N to choose smoothly what there is to see, or even F for the full screen, or even Z to scroll through a magnification of your scenery. G brings you back to the grid. L is hiding the information. I like this view so much because it reminds when we were working with a light table, with a mask or a blind, how you want to call it, which gave you the possibility to get close to your negatives or to your positive slides. Lightroom here remembers the zoom. Click like if you like the inspirational tutorial. Space. Arrow. Don't forget to work on for your dream.